like cheese whiz. It's the Giz Fiz.
Oh, yeah.
And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Whiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Hey, welcome to GizFiz PM. And we have a special treat for you, ladies and gentlemen. He's only been on 5 hours today, so let's make it hour 6 as Chat Room Celebrity of the Week. Welcome, Rich DeMuro.
Thank you.
We have our own audience right here with the courtesy of a single AA battery.
Well, it sounds great, so thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So we just ask a few questions, and if you have a minute, we ask the chat room to ask you a couple of questions. Always the leading question is, how did you hook up with either Twit TV or Leo Laporte?
Oh my gosh! So obviously, I've been listening to the shows you do here, and it's kind of funny because we used to have a joke when I had this producer who was obsessed with Leo and what he did. We always had a joke that Leo was the tech guy, and then we'd be like, but Rich is the tech guy. You know what I mean? Like there was a little delineation in the words, so it's a stupid joke. But my point is, that was like 5 years ago, and I never really imagined that I'd actually be filling in for Leo, so that was pretty amazing today. But how did I hook up with them? I did, I've done a couple of shows here, as a guest, and then when it came to the radio spot, I did a fill-in spot in LA for Leo a couple months ago, and then they asked me to do this, and I said, oh, absolutely, I'll be here. So it was a little different. I'm not, I'm a TV guy, but the radio is so much more fun because you get to kind of explore the topic way more in depth than you get to do on TV. So that's really cool.
And you have a fun chat room.
Yeah, the chat room is great. It's amazing.
Yeah. Do you have a chat room over at your job?
No, in KTLA, there's no chat room. So
no chat room. It's
funny because I do, I'll do Periscope once in a while if I want to talk to like one person. I know, that's a joke, get it? Because nobody's on there. And I fell flat. But I'll do Facebook Live, if I want to chat. And it reminds me of that because your Facebook Live, you have the chat going with all the people, and it's really tough to keep up with all of it. So here at Twit, they take it to the next level because there's literally people watching you and chatting all the time. So it's pretty crazy.
No, it's great. And Leo did leave. Leo sent me an email and said, you're going to be on with Rich DeMuro, and it's going to be great fun. And then he's going to do screensavers. Alex might ask him if he'd mind staying around to be Chat Room Celebrity of the Week. And Dick, when you can ask Rich politely if at the end he could sweep the studio floor, shut the lights, and leave the TriMaster on for tomorrow. Okay, so can you do all those things?
I think I have some time for that. I mean, I'm sure I could find a broom around here. But the crew they have here, and this, is amazing because they wear many hats. I mean, it's unbelievable what I've seen these guys doing around here. So it's pretty amazing. Alex, weren't you over doing the show earlier, and now he's here? So
I'm all over the place.
He is all over the place. You go to IHOP after 10 tonight. He'll be behind the counter. He's unbelievable.
John, I commented, he's working his full day today, which this is unbelievable. Just the amount of the crew. I mean, John he knows this entire place. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Literally, this guy built this place. He knows what every light does, whatever that thing he's holding, he knows what that is. It's pretty impressive. So, it's great. Great crew.
He has no idea what they do, but he knows where everything is, where every cable goes, and he just hopes someone knows what happens when he plugs it in at the other end. John is amazing. And also, John loves this. Every time I talk to John, I say, John, you do so many things. And he goes, oh, this is like working at Disneyland. This is so much fun.
Wow.
It's great. Yeah.
I know I just went to Disneyland, and they're not really similar, but I see what he's saying. B, the tickets at Disneyland are very expensive. So they let me in here for free, which was kind of cool.
That's good. That's good. And if you ever come
we'll
to
get
New
you
York,
on the way out.
Oh, you get me. They did sell me. They did sell me
Exit
a.
fee.
They sold me a $7 corn dog earlier. I don't know if that was part of it or what was going on there.
yeah,
but
that's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they take a credit card number? Because then you're really dead.
They just copied
you
my
pay-
ID and credit card and everything. They said it was for
Oh, okay. Yeah,
records.
you're a dead man. Yeah. If you come to New York, Disneyland is also free. Okay, so we always ask, you have any pets?
I do not have any pets. We did have a fish that passed, and my son was very sad about that. But it was a beta, and you know what? He lasted a long time. So for a beta fish, I mean, I think he lasted a good year, which is an eternity, I feel like, in fish terms.
Okay.
And I used to have a dog, but yeah, no more.
Okay. Then we always ask, what is your favorite gadget of all time?
Oh my gosh, let's see. Well, like a couple of years ago, I think my favorite all-time gadget was TiVo. I was literally one of the first people to buy TiVo. I will never forget, it was 1999. I read a tiny little article, I think it was in like Wired or Fast Company or one of those magazines that, I don't even think Fast Company exists back then. But anyway, I read a tiny little thing and I read this about a thing called a DVR. I don't even know if they called it back then a DVR, but it was like some sort of machine that would record TV and let you play it back and skip the commercials. And I could not believe it literally blew my mind. I was a journalism student back, at the time, and I was like, this is crazy. This is going to change everything. And sure enough, I ordered one. It was $800, or was it $600? I think, from a website called 800.com. It doesn't even exist anymore. It was like an electronics website. And I waited. I was late that day for work because I waited to set this thing up at my house, in my little apartment. I lived in Yakima, Washington. I was a news reporter. And I invited friends over. And I never forget, we were watching Survivor. It was, I think, the first year of Survivor. And they were all at my house. We were having a little party. And in the middle, without telling them, I just paused live TV. And they all went crazy, like, what just happened? And I said, watch this. And the rest is history. I was a TiVo fan for so many years. I had every single one of those devices until, a couple years ago when kind of TiVo fell behind the rest. And now I don't have anything. Now I do on demand and I'm a cord cutter. So kind of crazy.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, my favorite thing that was like similar to that was Slingbox.
Oh,
I
yes.
could not believe, I used to travel a lot, that no matter where I went, I could watch my local ABC station. And I thought, this is just amazing. I'm tuning my TV set in New York City,
Yes.
and I'm in San Francisco. I loved it.
It's pretty crazy. And both of those companies now, I mean, Sling obviously has evolved, but it's pretty crazy just the way that the world has changed when those were so revolutionary. And now it's like Sling, it's not as important anymore.
No, not at all. No, I think they fell on hard times for a while and sort of vanished for a year or two, and then came back, and I think they're starting to flourish again. Where do you see yourself, or what's your ultimate goal?
Oh my gosh, I don't have any goals anymore.
You have no goals.
I mean,
Twit's a good place to start.
Hey kids, just take it from me. Have no goals. No, here's the thing. I'm a journalism, classically trained journalist, and the goal was for journalism to get a job. That's basically your only goal in graduating in journalism. You've worked in the industry.
Yeah.
So just working was good enough for me. But obviously I always wanted to go to bigger and better markets. I started out in Yakima, Washington. Then I went to Shreveport, Louisiana. Then I went to CNET in New York. Then I went to another place in LA, another place in LA, another place in LA. And now I'm here, and I will try to keep my current job as long as humanly possible because I work in LA and it's a nice city, and I love what I do. I mean, I talk about technology every day on the KTLA 5 Morning News, and it's fun. So my goal is to be honest, is to really help people. I love talking about technology. I love kind of trying out gadgets and sharing my knowledge about them and what works, what doesn't. And the reality is that a lot of people spend a lot of money on these things. And to them, they don't have the time to look at all the pros and cons and what this thing does or to compare it against something else that's out there. So I love the idea that these companies, they send me this stuff, I get to play with it, and I get to tell you what's good about it and what's bad about it. And it's a nice situation to be in. Perfect.
Okay, do you have 2 minutes to answer questions from the chat room?
Sure.
Can you see the chat room where you are?
Yes.
Oh, you can. There you go.
They're making fun of LA. Yeah, I said nice city. I should clarify that. Sometimes it's a nice city. It's a really tough city to live in, I'll be honest. But it's fun. My wife's
Good.
from there.
Okay. Oh, great, great.
Oh, have any
so chat
gadgets
room,
failed
couple questions.
spectacularly? Oh my God, that's a good one. Can I answer one?
Oh, yeah, do it.
Have any gadgets failed spectacularly on live TV? Okay, two things come to mind. One time I gave out my wife's phone number by accident. It was about 5, I'm on at like 5:45 in the morning, and I was showing something on the iPhone, and I went to, or my Android, whatever it was, and I went to the dialer by accident, and it showed my last call, or I forget what it was, but it basically flashed her number on screen for literally less than a second. Well, next thing you know, I get a phone call a couple minutes later, and I knew what I did wrong. I was like, oh my gosh. I get a phone call a couple minutes later from my wife. She goes, what the hell just happened? Her phone lit up so much she wasn't even able to dial out to me after, it took her like 5 minutes. Long story short, it was really funny because everyone was calling thinking it was like my phone number for some reason, so they just kept calling her, and she got a million messages. She had to leave her phone off for the next 3 days.
Oh my God.
Let's see, the second one is I was demoing a new app from Google called, I think it was like Google Doodle or something, where basically you would draw something on the screen, and Google would use AI to like make it look better. Like if you drew a coffee cup crudely, it would like transform it into like the perfect line art of coffee cup. Well, I asked the anchors, I was like, hey, what do you want me to draw? And they're like, a giraffe. And so I start drawing this giraffe, and let's just say, it didn't look like a giraffe at the beginning, it looked like a piece of the male anatomy. And and I realized as I was drawing it, I was like, wait,
Google finished it?
No, thank God. This was the best part. When I finally, because I was like, oh no, should I stop? So I had to keep going to like complete my drawing. And when I pressed the little magic button, Google figured out it was a giraffe. So I said, all is good in the world, because if it changed it to something else, I would have been gone. And thankfully, the AI world knew what I wanted.
Good. Perfect. Okay, one more question for Rich, and then we'll let him finally leave the studio today. So chat room, put up a couple of questions, and Rich will pick one of them for himself.
Oh, were you supposed to pick? Well, I picked the last two.
No, you pick it.
Let's see. What's your favorite musical group, band, or artist? What do you like? Have you ever been pranked by someone you interviewed? Android or iOS? Oh my gosh, these are all good questions.
Well, then answer two of them if you have time.
Oh my gosh. No, I've never been pranked by someone I interviewed. Android or iOS? Okay, so this is the one that I always get hell for, okay? Because I historically am sort of an Android guy. But I use Android and iOS because I need to know. I get most of my questions are about iOS. I get a lot about Android as well. So if I wasn't well versed in both, it would be really tough to do my job. So I would say that I don't really choose, which is really tough, because to live a middle of the road life where you're trying to do everything, like every product I choose, I like it to work on both Android and iOS. And it's funny because I just turned on iMessage for the first time in like 10 years, just like last week, and it's really complicated life because, anyway. So I really don't choose, and I always carry my iPhone and my Android, which is kind of crazy. All right, I think that's it.
Okay, well, you know what?
I think we put the chat room to bed.
Beatmaster, who runs the chat room and knows everything in the world, just told me, and he keeps track of everything that we forget to keep track of. He said, did you know that Rich was going to be Chat Room Celebrity of the Week today, which is the 250th GizFiz PM unofficial Twitch show.
Whoa.
Yeah, so thank you.
250 of anything is amazing.
Of anything, yes. Thank you for being GizFiz PM's Chat Room Celebrity of the Week. Rich, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. And by the way, what an honor to chat with you, because I run into you at all these shows. And I'm always like, hey, I'm Rich. and hi, I've seen you a million
I
times.
always thought you were a millionaire. I always said, that guy.
Now I realize everyone I introduce myself to, I must seem really stupid because I go up and I'm like, hey, I'm rich. And they're like, okay, dude, you don't have to flash it around.
I said, why didn't he take me to dinner or something?
I'm going to change my entire shtick now when I meet people. I'm just going to, I'll have to change it. But anyway, it's been an honor. I've seen you obviously on all the, the Twit stuff and the regular network stuff you do all the time. So good job dealing with all those anchors in New York that ask you the fun questions about the gadgets you bring.
Okay. Hey, thanks a lot. It was great fun. I'll see you soon. Okay. Bye. All right, chat room. That was really great. Rich was super too. After 4.5 hours of doing the radio and then screensavers to be chat room celebrity of the week was great, especially since who knew except Beatmaster that this was our 250th GizFiz PM. Okay, we're going to do photo captions from George Davis. Do you have the photos, Alex? Has Alex left the building? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Well, gosh, it's just a Santa hat on a wooden board. I'm not sure if it's tacked on a wall or laying on a table, but we need some captions for Santa hat minus Santa. So Santa melted. Santa left the building. Chat room, you are really great. Santa left. Who ate the elf? And the suspect dropped his hat. Walking Dead Christmas special. Santa on vacation. Santa's busy gazelling his gadgets. Oh, that's funny. Honey, I Shrunk Santa Claus. The hat's been there since December. I see Santa. I saw Santa and all I got was this lousy hat. Santa's got wood. No Christmas till I find my hat. I've had enough already for one day. I lost my keys on the table, but this hat keeps showing up. Honey, I Shrunk the Santa, a second one. Man that wears a hat like this. Okay. Santa nailed it. The only clue to the crime was the Santa hat. A lot of crime experts in the chat room. Santa just got mugged. Stephen King's movie It, Santa Edition. Too damn hot for this hat. I lost my hat somewhere over Kansas. You guys are great. Just great. Let's see what George Davis. George Davis is the one who people keep saying, who's George Davis? He is the man who created this caption game for us and who every week sends in 6 photos. George's caption is, nothing else was found. No sleigh, no toys, no Santa. I hope he's okay. Okay. Picture number 2. Picture number 2. Oh my gosh. A monster. A fat pork belly pig. Holy cow. A fat pork belly pig. Pork bellies have gone up. Captain J says, my baby photo. Don, all that ice cream. 2 winches until contact. Happy hour at the sty. That's some sow. Deluxe bacon. Too hot for TV. A lot of bacon there. I said fresh bacon, but that's too fresh. Wide and low load. Who lost their pet? Pork milk shake. Nursing sow. I hope those piglets stay sleeping. Oh, this is excellent. Presenting the 2017 United States government budget. That's a winner. Where's Charlotte's Web? So that's what bacon looks like before cooking. Mommy, where are you? That's a lot of bacon. Pulled pork sandwiches. Kermit's X. That's also clever. Pig out. Mama's got milk. Wag your tail if you want some more to eat. Before curing, too. Man, I hope those kids come out soon. New GOP logo. Okay. George Davis's caption for the fat pot-belly pig is, no more all-you-can-eat buffets for me until I lose 100 pounds. Okay, photo 3. Alex, please. Oh, all right. They are arrow street signs that are blank. 2 arrow street signs on a pole pointing in 2 different directions, and they are blank. So we need captions from you. One-way board shop, roads to nowhere. I'm on the road to nowhere. Another I'm on the road to nowhere. Both roads lead to nowhere. He went that way. This is your mind on crack. A third road to nowhere. A new game, filling your own destination. You don't seem to have a strong sense of direction, young man. Road to nowhere. 4. I'm going nowhere. Take a picture that you have arrived at nowhere. A real nowhere sign. Spin the signs and decide which way to go. The new Google Street View. We're going nowhere, but we're making good time. Only vampires can read these signs. One for the left, one for the right. This road is a dead end, where the streets have no names. Trump decision making. North Pole is that way. If you find a fork in the road, take it. Washington, D.C., no parking sign. Eat out Invisible Joe's. Hurricane Irma wiped away everything. Bipartisan sign. Oh, this is good. Apple Maps is down again. These are great. God, you guys are so good at these things. Let's see what George put on his. George said, for the signs without writing on them, my caption is, at least my wife and I won't argue about making the wrong turn. Okay, photo 4, please, Alex. And that photo is, okay, a German Shepherd in a bike caddy. A German Shepherd in a bike caddy, and he's looking out at us. Oh, someone said more like a collie? Maybe. Along for the ride. No, a collie. The dingo is here first. That's a collie. Why is he doing this to me? Seems like a collie. If she calls me baby one more time, I quit. Doggone. A Sheltie, not a collie, not a police dog. Oh, Uber dog service. Dog Uber. Locked up Lassie. Locked up and loaded. Get me out of here. Dude, where's my bike? How much is that doggy in the stroller? Lassie, come home. To the park, Hobson. I wonder if these people will notice me. This is how you keep your hot dog under lock and key. I'll definitely catch the sheep in this. I keep telling me they don't need to lock the dog. We got a collar on us. German voting day. The new Bark 2000 bike alarm. Sorry, Lassie's tied up right now. Finally got the human to pull his weight. Look at what I have to put up with just to get dog treats. Stop by that hydrant. I have to lift my leg. You're going to steal this bike? I don't think so. Very good. God, I love these. Okay, George Davis said, for the dog guarding the bike, don't think about messing with this bike if you want to keep your fingers. Well, you matched several people who had captions that relate to the dog protecting the bike. So we'll give you credit for that. 4 of 5 is Chico's. It's a restaurant sign that says Chico's Mexican Restaurant, the best pizza in town. No, we're not trying to match. It's just fun when George writes down the same thing as someone in the chat room. Identity crisis. Chico and the man. The sausage is Polish. Small town. The Italians do tacos. Muy bueno Italiano. The best of two worlds. Pizza with a burn. Ultimate fusion food. I live in a one-restaurant town. Pizza south of the border. Chico's Italian. We had the best pizza in town, but we sold it. Ital-Mex pizza. Said, they even got the stink lines correct. Does Groucho do Italian tacos? Making me hungry. Identity crisis. Delivered in 30 pesos or less. Try our Four Seasons enchilada. All right, let's see what George put. If I order the pepperoni and sausage burrito with anchovies, easy on the sauce and the thin crust and extra cheese. Okay, photo 6 is, wow, Italy has changed. Okay, photo 6.
Hold on, I got to frame this one right.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's got to frame it. Oh, okay.
Make sure I get
He's got to frame this one right. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! All right. Oh my goodness! It's Myra holding Charlie the dog. Myra holding Charlie the dog. Okay. We need captions for that. Who framed Roger Rabbit? Beauty and the Beastie, or is it Beastie? My day is almost complete. The dynamic duo. Oh, a curls contest. Charlie hits big time. Myra dog sitting at Disneyland. Partners in crime. Blonde's day out. Hairdresser wins Nobel Prize. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Fizz. Myra finally gets hitched. Owners really do look alike. 2 internet stars. Whose hair is nicer? She eats all my treats. Who wore it best? Hair edition. Is that guy ever going to put me in front of the camera? Charlie's third best friend. There's the theme music. Oh, there is the theme music. Charlie saying, Myra stole my snacks. 2 cutie pies. Uber dog has arrived. Chief petting officer reporting for duty. Curly and the dog. You guys are great. These are just super. And George said, for Charlie, Myra, my caption, I love when Myra visits me because she always brings me treats. Actually, the chat room is right. Myra pretty much eats Charlie's treats. And George ends by saying, what else can I say? You guys are great writing all these captions. By George Davis. George, thank you. That was great. That was great. Okay, we'll do a few logo. And then, we have time today. We'll do logo and the Yearn to Learn Theater and a couple match game. We'll end like 8:45. We started pretty early. All right. We may have done this before, but who knows who was playing at the time. We're talking about Kleenex. Kleenex caught on as a disposable handkerchief, but it was first sold to remove blank. Kleenex tissues caught on as a disposable. I just saw the first answer go by, but it was first sold to remove poo, blood, rust, poopy eye, makeup, shame. It was first marketed to remove bird droppings from Al Capone's shoes. A very narrow market plan that they had was first sold to remove ring around the collar, car oil, face goo, as a dipstick wiper, stains, makeup, bird poop, sweat from Kleenex factory workers, leprechauns. Okay, Alex, what is your answer? Kleenex caught on as a disposable handkerchief. It was first sold to remove blank. Makeup is the correct answer. Do you think Kleenex might be a sponsor? As I go to question 2
No,
about.
I don't think they will be.
Okay.
They weren't accepting my calls.
Oh, okay. In 1929, Kleenex became the first brand to add what to their tissues? Wow, Kleenex has been around a long time. In 1929, Kleenex became the first tissue brand to add what to their tissues? Perfume, poo, lotion, aloe vera, itchy powder, lanolin, a touch of love, a scent, preloaded boogers, sandpaper, antibiotics, curry powder. No one has the right answer. Broken glass, fragrance, scents, flea powder, chloroform, sales tax, rat poison, bee pollen, a hint of Detroit. You guys are just too funny today, but no one has it. No one has it. Alex, what's your answer? In 1929, Kleenex became the first tissue brand to add
lotion.
What to their... No. Oh my God. Oh, here come the right answers. I hope you're not Googling it. As far as I can get it, Beef Team got the winner, followed by Parallella and Loke. Added color, cold medicine.
Well, good news. They picked up the phone.
Oh, they did.
Oh, Timmy, what a mess. Mary Ann, what are you doing?
My napkin fell off. There it goes again.
Oh, I'll get it. Honestly, I hate the way these paper napkins keep sliding off your lap.
Madam?
Gracious, now I'm seeing things.
Oh, no. I'm Manners the butler, and I wish you'd try Kleenex table napkins. They won't slide off your lap.
Really? Why, it's true. Why, they cling like cloth.
And Kleenex
Really?
table
Why don't you
napkins
try
are
standing
strong
up?
enough to last through the whole meal without shredding.
And they're so soft. None of that stiff papery feel. And just the right size.
Yes, they're perfect for
I
every
can't
member of the family.
breathe.
And remember, Kleenex table napkins won't slide off your lap. They cling like cloth. Thank you.
Yeah, but are they in color? All right. Bum, bum. Okay, which 3-layer Kleenex tissue variety kills 99.9% of cold and flu viruses? Didn't even know this existed. Which 3-layer Kleenex tissue variety kills 99.9% of cold and flu viruses? Wet wipes, DTD Kleenex, lanolin, baby wipes, Clorox wipes, bleach-infused Kleenex, the imaginary variety, Germex, new Kleenex with DDT, Kleenex with chloroform, the ones with Clorox, nuclear wipes, insecticide brand. I didn't even know this existed. Really? Oh my gosh, is someone else? Oh, it's not even Eric Duckman. That's not even the right answer. It sure looked like it was. Kleenex antibacterial, Eric Duckman said. Kleenex now with uranium. Magical anti-vax Kleenex. Oh, someone got it. Brian, unless someone beat you to it, Brian W. It is. Did you know what it was, Alex?
No.
Kleenex antiviral. I don't even know. I never even heard of that. Antiviral. And that was before the internet. All right, final question. Always a leader in the field, Kleenex brand created Softique, the first tissue to have blank. Always a leader in the field, Kleenex brand created Softique, the first tissue to have this. Dandruff, lanolin, sleeping bag with pillow, puffs, lotion, Kleenex Softique, tastes like a cigarette should, swag, little bits of kittens, fairy kisses, genuine teak, cotton balls, a 3-speed wiper, goose down, pillow pouches, horse grease, luxurious puffiness, barbed wire, cat fur balls. I don't know, chat room. Sometimes I think the entire chat room is on drugs. I don't know how that's possible. Okay, Alex, your answer. Always a leader in the field. Kleenex brand created Softique, the first tissue to have blank.
Lotion?
The answer is the first tissue to have a scent.
Miss Evans, I brought you a softer tissue. New Kleenex Softique.
I always use these.
Honest, they're softer.
Not softer than mine. Oh, is Softique tissue really softer?
Really? See, only Softique adds a special softness fiber for extra special softness.
New Softique is softer.
Miss Evans, I really love Softique.
When your nose needs the softest, new Kleenex Softique.
Yeah, it doesn't say a word about a scent. Asbestos. All right, so 8:18. All right, so let's do our Yearn to Learn Theater. Who was here last week, chat room? If you missed last week's Yearn to Learn Theater, there were many people in the chat room who agreed that we overreached with our yearn to learn. It was, what is a dollar? Okay. And somehow it turns out that a dollar is really code name for a can of corn. Am I right, chat room? Do you remember? Okay. That we started out that a dollar, we saw a dollar on some sort of a seesaw, and then we saw pictures of corn, and people were buying houses. A house was a million cans of corn. A Dollar Tree, maybe the Dollar Tree store figures in there somewhere. Oh, it was soup? Okay, I thought it was cans of corn. Anyway, so we've pulled back a little with our Yearn to Learn theater this week, and I can't even remember what it was, but I think it's more in line with where we are in our learning curve. So let's do our Yearn to Learn theater.
Hold on, I covered up the title there. Let's see, what's the...
Okay, yeah.
Ways to settle disputes.
Oh, this is good. Very good.
Here come Alice and Jerry and Eddie on their way to school. Uh-oh, what does Alice see?
Oh, what? Girl power. I tell you, girls are better than boys. Get off that bike.
Disputing over who should ride the tricycle certainly spoils their play. It isn't any fun, and besides, it's dangerous. Someone's likely to be hurt. And just think, all this time they could be having fun on the tricycle.
Well, how could that be? They're having a
To
dispute.
settle our disagreements quickly and fairly. And so Eddie offers to help settle this one. But each wants the tricycle
Sell the
all to himself.
bike and split the money.
Eddie, that they share the tricycle. That's certainly more fun than disputing over it.
Whoa, a solution I never would have thought of, and they were never seen
This way of
again.
settling a dispute, a compromise. That's when neither has his own way entirely. They
Oh,
both
like
give in a little
life.
And share the
Yes,
bike.
kids, compromise will be
And
it
here's another
for the
way to
rest of your
compromise.
life.
Take turns driving the bike.
Oh,
Often, as we play or work together, we have to compromise to settle some of our disputes.
well, wait a minute. Did they
Did
change
you know
places?
That there are different kinds of disputes and different ways to settle them? Let's watch for them as we go on to school.
Okay. See, now this is more our speed.
On the school grounds, Eddie and Jerry rush off to play ball. And Alice goes to play jump rope with the others. She doesn't try to break up the game. She shares and waits her turn. Compromises are one way to settle some disputes quickly and fairly and prevent other disputes starting, such as who shall drink first at the fountain.
Aye. How about no one?
Meanwhile, Jerry and Eddie are playing work-up baseball. Oh, Bill really hit that one. Good catch, Jerry. And the rule is, Jerry gets to bat next. And Bill changes places with Jerry in the field. So Bill wants to use Jerry's new glove. But Jerry won't
Hit
let
him with
him.
the bat!
You stupid. Compromise.
How would you settle this dispute? Well, the glove belongs
I
to
would
Jerry,
turn my
so
back
he can
and
share it
get
or not
a
as he
pizza.
likes. Since Jerry's glove is just new, we can't blame Jerry now.
No.
Later, when the glove is not so new, he'll probably agree to share the glove. The bat and ball, though, belong to the school, so we all do share them. That's the rule. So here's another way to settle some kinds of disputes. Obey the rules. There are rules
Oh.
about common property we share, such as the ball and bat, and rules about personal property, such as Jerry's glove. There are rules for playing games and many other kinds of rules. If we know and obey the rules, many disputes can be settled quickly and fairly.
Like our government, they obey
rule that
all
this
the
part of the
rules,
playground is
and
for the
that's
little
why
folks
it
only.
runs so well.
So if we all obey the rules, we won't have many disputes. There's a rule
But
that all
I want
bicycles
the
should be put away
carousel
in
to
these
go the
racks,
other way.
and obeying this rule will help prevent disputes.
Yeah, let's take the best bike.
And when it's time to go into school, there are rules about which doors to use and which way to go inside. Rules are planned to help us prevent problems and disputes.
Don't go in through the window? I'm
There's
learning
another
so
kind of
much.
dispute that can be settled in another way, like this.
That's my notebook. You stole it. I did not. Give it back. Wait a minute, Alice. Are you sure you didn't leave your notebook in your desk? I'm sorry, Harold. I made a mistake. That's all right. I got mine yesterday.
What caused this dispute? It happened because Alice didn't have all the facts. We need to find the facts.
Oh,
Alice's notebook was
find
in
the
her
facts.
desk, and Harold has a new notebook just like hers. These facts are all that are needed to settle the dispute. So let's remember to find the facts. Sometimes we have to hunt for the facts. This way.
Miss Williams, what's the bandersnatch? A what? A bandersnatch. There isn't any such thing.
What's the
There
what?
isn't
What
even
is
any
that?
Such word. There is too. It's in a poem I read. Miss Williams, isn't there such a word?
Where do you think you could find out?
We could look it up in the dictionary.
Is this a trick question?
Jerry and Betty don't need to argue. They can easily find out who is right. Find the facts, and you can settle the dispute.
Bandersnatch. A fabulous animal in Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. See? That's where I read about it. A fabulous. Does that mean it isn't a real animal? Just a made-up one?
In this case, yes.
There is such a word.
It does help to find the facts.
Morning. I want you to start thinking about choosing a representative for the playground committee.
Oh my gosh.
The committee will help decide what kinds of equipment to buy and what safety rules to make for the playground. Now, we must choose someone to represent our class on that committee.
Someone who can fight.
Because he can play
Someone who
baseball
has
with
a whip.
anything. And besides, he's got a new baseball glove. Yeah, Jerry's a good choice. We want someone who knows a lot about games. Oh, that doesn't matter so much. We want someone who gets along with people. So I think it should be Eddie. Eddie knows how to settle arguments. He can
Wait,
play
could we
baseball pretty well,
possibly
too.
vote
Let's
on
put
this?
Eddie on the committee. Eddie.
God, it's November all over again.
How shall we choose our representative? How shall we
Let's
settle
ask the Russians if they can help
this
us.
dispute be settled? Well, we know some different ways of settling disputes. Will one of them help here?
Drugs?
Compromise helps
Oh,
settle some
compromise. Oh.
disputes. Each person gives in a little bit, and then both can have part of what they wanted. But how would a compromise help choose between Eddie and Jerry? They can't both be on the committee. and
Who
they
has
can't
more
take
money?
turns.
Whose
No,
dad
that
is
won't
rich?
Obey the
Who owns a
rules.
golf course?
Well, some disputes can be settled this way. But the only rule to follow in choosing a
No, you shouldn't hit anybody
is
with
to
a
choose the
bat.
best person for the job. Who is
Who's
best?
taller?
How can we decide? What about finding the facts? That's often a
Nah,
good
we
way
did
to
that
settle
already.
disputes.
I don't like finding the facts.
But we
What else
need
you got?
more than the facts here.
Yeah,
Jerry knows
thank
more
you.
about games, and Eddie knows more about getting along with people.
Oh.
Which one
Oh,
should
wait
we
a minute. Could we be a team?
We need a different way
Teacher,
to settle
teacher,
this
teacher. Teacher, teacher.
I have an idea, Miss Williams. We
Can
want
they be a
either
team?
Jerry or Eddie to be on the committee. You tell us which one you think it should be, and he'll be the one.
Well, I could do that. Sometimes we do use a judge or arbiter or an umpire to give us his opinion and settle questions that way. But don't you think everyone should help choose our representative?
Oh, you mean an election. Let's vote for the one.
No,
There
we
we
tried
are.
that
That's a good idea.
in 2017 or 16. It didn't
Alice
work.
and Betty will count the votes in the election to find the opinion of the class. Often we need to find opinions to settle our disputes. Sometimes you'll want the opinion of some expert or judge. Sometimes you'll want
But
to take a
Leo's
vote
away.
to get the opinion of the whole group. Finding opinions is the way we settle many important questions.
Can we close the playground
way
and use
we'll
the money
settle
for
this
drugs?
Now let's see. Jerry gets 12 votes. And Eddie?
Not 12. Not 12.
15 votes. Eddie wins. So he's elected to be on the playground committee. And look, this dispute was settled fairly, and so Jerry and Eddie are still
Yeah, I'll
good
wait
friends,
till
just
after
as they
school and
always
you're
were.
waiting to go home.
Worthwhile to know many ways
And the
to settle
12
disputes.
losers gang up on you. Well, that was better. We learned something today, I think we did, is that all of this doesn't work in real life. Okay, Dennis, you coming down? We're going to play some match game and bring Charlie. Until Eddie gets stabbed in the back. I know, poor Eddie's going home with 12 people who didn't vote for him. All right, we'll start without Dennis, and he'll catch up with us. All right. John said, my company has the world's worst health plan. All I'm entitled to is 2 blanks a year. Yes, it was not a secret ballot. John said, my company has the world's worst health plan. All I'm entitled to is 2 blanks a year. Okay. And finding paper. Let me ring Dennis. All I'm entitled to is 2 blanks a year. Lickums, pills, colonoscopies, office affairs, leeches, heart attacks, 911 calls. Oh boy, no one's matching me. Kleenex, oh that's good. 2 bankruptcies a year. Gummy bear vitamins is very funny. Okay. Alex, we'll start with you. John said, my company has the world's worst health plan. All I'm entitled to is 2 blanks a year. And you said 2 deaths a year? Okay. I don't think anybody matched me. All I'm entitled to is 2 Band-Aids a year. 2 aspirins would have been my second guess. Okay. Sometimes John's blank would drag on the ground. Family friendly, but you can work around that. Oh, palm readings, that's funny. 2 apples a year. Beatmaster says, 2 aspirins, are you crazy? They're expensive. Sometime John's blank would drag on the ground. Chins. Davey says, not touching that one. Ego. Oh, microphone cable. There's someone in show business. Oh, match. undercarriage, knuckles. Oh, okay. Jaw, tie. Oh, pants is good. You don't have to write your answer, Dennis. You can just speak out the first one. There you go. All right, we'll start with Dennis because his will be oral. Sometimes John's blank would drag on the ground. Okay. Dennis said his butt.
That's not what he said.
Dennis said his ass dragged on the ground. Okay. Alex, you said sometimes John's pants would drag on the ground. Okay. I said John's butt would drag on the ground. Bags of money, hair, personality, earlobes. Okay. Rodney Rich was so rich, even the tidy bowl man's boat had a blank. Yeah, if you don't remember Tidy Bowl, it was a little boat with a captain on it, and it sat inside your toilet bowl, and it helped clean your toilet with every flush. So these are some old questions. Rodney Rich was so rich, even the Tidy Bowl man's boat had a blank. Okay, I think we should get some matches with this one. A deckhand, cleaning crew, a golden outboard motor, casino, that's very funny. A life boy, pool cleaner, ticker tape, helicopter pad, ship's captain, valet. Okay. Rodney Rich was so rich, even a Tidy Bowl man's boat had Alex, you said a head. I said I matched someone. Ship's captain. I said captain. I matched two people going by. Dennis, you said even had a Picasso. Okay. Its own marina. Wow. Okay. The policeman in Los Angeles said to John, if I catch you jaywalking one more time, I'm going to take away your blank. The policeman in LA said, if I catch you jaywalking one more time, I'm going to take away your blank. Legs, knees, jaywalking license. That's very funny. That's actually very clever. Toenails, driver's license, your shoes, belt and suspenders, your walker. Oh my gosh. A lot of walkers. I'm going to take away your will to live. Wow. We'll start with Alex. The policeman in LA said to John, if I catch you jaywalking one more time, I'm going to take away your feet. All right, not quite so dramatic here. I said we're going to take away your shoes. I'm going to take away your friend Jay. That's funny. Your high heels. Okay, lower. There you go. High heels. False. No one walks in L.A. Actually, I was walking in Beverly Hills and got stopped by the police. I said, I just want to see what Beverly Hills was like. And they said, well, you don't walk in Beverly Hills. All right. We'll do one more. All right. Dum-bum-ba-dum. Where did I put those questions? Bum, bum. Right, here we go. We're all getting old in here, GizWiz, says Loke. Bum, bum. Oh, have you heard about the world's toughest golf course? It has no blank. Have you heard about the world's toughest golf course? It has no blank. Charlie's pacing the floor. Charlie's pacing right by my feet because he goes, wait a minute, how many match game questions are they going to do? Isn't it my time? Okay. Did you hear about the world's toughest golf course? It has no, I'll start. It has no holes. Oh, it has no gravity. That's very funny. No golf clubs. That's very funny. Alex, your answer was? Why am I getting that? No holes. We match. Okay. And Dennis? We match. Dennis. Oh, no holes. Excellent. No grass, just rocks and boulders. No fairways. No caddies. No golf clubs. No pubs. All right, we'll do one more, and then we'll do Charlie. Dum-bum. This is kind of, the chat room, you have a vivid enough imagination to come up with an answer for this. Weak Walter was so weak when he turned on his blank, it stood still and weak Walter moved. Okay. See if you can get that. It's a little weird. Weak Walter was so weak when he turned on his blank, it stood still and weak Walter moved. I think I have the ideal answer to that. You got one? No, Dennis doesn't have any. Let's see the chat room. Oh. Exotic toy. Russian treadmill. Massage chair is funny. Electric razor is funny. Lawnmower. Method of resolving conflicts. Match for me. Willpower. Electric drill is also an excellent answer. Okay, we'll start with Alex. Weak Walter was so weak when he turned on his blank, it stood still and weak Walter moved. Alex, you said his wife. Okay, I said his electric toothbrush. Dennis? Dennis has nothing. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Charlie the dog. Charlie, what are you doing? Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. As long as Charlie comes, they can. Charlie loves playing around. Charlie is the ultimate cuddling dog. He sleeps like we go to bed. Charlie just puts his head on your shoulder or the pillow right next to you and falls right asleep. Beatmaster, thank you for telling us that we hit Giz Fiz PM 250 with this show. And it was so great that, yes, 250, that Rich was here to share it with us. Don't forget the meetup if you're in the New York area. It is 2 weeks from tomorrow at the Boat Basin Cafe. Go to Dick's log and blog. Can you show that, Alex? Gizwiz.biz. You can't do it?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay, Gizwiz.biz. And click on Dick's log and blog. Dun-dun. And there's like the one from 2 years ago. Okay, it's at the Boat Basin Cafe at Dick's log and blog. And Charlie will be there too. It's from 2 to 4. And if you've never seen Disneyland, we usually come back to Disneyland. Oh, there's Becky, Dennis, Joe, old geek. This is from 2 years ago. Where's Myra?
This is 2014, so this was...
Oh, 2014. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, there's Alex in red all the way in the back. Myra's in front of Alex. Dr. Mom next to Myra. And it was very funny. Everybody grew a mustache for the meetup, but growing mustaches is optional. Hawks Post in the back. So it's October 8th. At the Boat Basin. Reverend Dan says, please Periscope it. We did, I think last year we did. Chad and I walked around a bit. So we will Periscope part of it. What?
Cassandra, she's not there.
Cassandra's not there, but Cassandra is coming. Okay, I haven't seen, because Charlie looks so much younger tonight. As long as Charlie has a place to lay his head, he's a very quiet dog. Charlie there is Charlie looks very young.
My God, look at my hair. What happened?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, wait a minute. Which one is a wig? That one or the one in the picture?
They both are.
Oh, they both are. Okay. All right, chat room. Thanks for helping make 250. It's unbelievable. What is that, 5 years? It is about 5 years because here and there we've missed one. Yeah. 5 years of Giz Fizzes. Unbelievable. And thanks to Alex for being there for 99% of them.
Well, have I done with my life?
Compromise. That's what we learned
that's
today.
Exactly it. Compromise.
That's Yearn to Learn Theater, is that once you become a kid, soon as you get to watch an old black and white movie, you learn the rest of your entire life is nothing more than a compromise. Okay, Dick DeBartolo, Mads Mattis writer, and the Giz Wiz. I'll be back this week. If you're a Giz Wiz fan, the show's on Wednesday night. Thursday night is PepCom in New York City, which we're going to. So this coming Wednesday, normal time for Giz Wiz, 4:30 here, 7:30 here, 4:30 California. Okay, Giz Fiz PM has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Codman, Dennis Wonderland, Dick DeBartolo, Alex Gumpel, Captain J, Myra Joyce, Charlie the Dog, Spike, Slow-Mo, Lawn Dog, Loquacious, Stooge, Gray Raven, Oznet, Beef Team, Beat Master Valve, Nuke Jello Production. Brought to you by Turtle Wax. Now there's Kleenex with Turtle Wax to shine your nose. Till next week, Dick DeBartolo. Bye. See you next week, Alex.
Thanks, Dick.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. We should have had some video of Rich sweeping up. Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye.